We can use linear models for many different situations, and one common situation is conversions. For example, the linear equation C equals 5/9 times F minus 32 is used to convert temperatures between Celsius, C, and Fahrenheit, F. So using this equation, let's find the temperature in Celsius for 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means in this equation, we're going to replace F with 50. So C equals 5/9 times 50 minus 32. Since C is already isolated, we're just going to simplify this to 5/9. 50 minus 32 is 18. And 5/9 times 18 is 10. So 50 degrees Fahrenheit is 10 degrees Celsius. Working the other way, if we want to find the temperature in Fahrenheit for 25 degrees Celsius, we would plug in 25 for C and then solve for F. So this would be 25 equals 5/9 times F minus 32. And we want to solve for F. So to do that, we first need to move 5/9 over to the other side. Normally we would think about dividing by 5/9, but since this is a fraction, it makes more sense to think about multiplying by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply both sides by 9/5. To cancel that 5/9. 9/5 times 25 is equal to 45. So then we have 45 equals F minus 32. And to solve for F, we would add 32 to both sides to get 77. So 25 degrees Celsius is equal to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Another example of a linear model is the consumer price index. So we will assume that this is a linear function of time. And we're going to let x equals 10 correspond to the year 2010. That means that the x value is the number of years past 2000. And in 2010, the CPI was 212.1, and in 2018, the CPI was 244.1. We'll write a linear equation that's going to represent CPI, y, with respect to years, x. So first, it would be a good idea to write this out as points of information. So 2010 and CPI of 212.1 is the point x comma y 10 comma 212.1. And that's x1, y1. Instead of 2010, we're using 10 because x equals 10 is the years past 2000. That represents 2010. And that would mean that 2018 is going to be the x value 18. So our second point is 18 comma 244.1. And this is the point x2, y2. So to write a linear equation, first we need the slope. So that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which would be 244.1 minus 212.1 over 18 minus 10. In the numerator, that's 32 divided by 8. So that means our slope is 4. So now we use that information in the formula y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where x1, y1 is still this point, and m is our slope of 4. In this equation, that would be y minus 212.1 equals 4 times x minus 10. Simplifying this, y minus 212.1 equals 4x minus 40, because we distribute the 4. Add 212.1 to both sides, and we get y equals 4x plus 172.1. So this is our linear equation for this model. Now we're going to use that linear equation to approximate the CPI in 2014. So that would be the y value when x equals 14. So we're going to plug x equals 14 into this equation. That would be y equals 4 times 14 plus 172.1, which gives y equals 228.1.